So I had a few people get in touch recently asking about planning and dealing with uncertainty, because we're in very uncertain times at the moment. And they're asking about how you plan for uncertainty. And I think there's a real balance here between no planning at all, which is obviously not a good idea, too much planning, because it's planning for planning's sake and you're creating lots of plans for eventualities that might never happen, and hitting some sort of sweet spot in the middle. And personally, for me, I think the sweet spot in the middle is not necessarily about planning. It's about testing the resilience and how robust your organisation is. If you can test your organisation, if your organisation is ready for anything at any given time, then it's much more agile, it's much more adaptable and much more innovative. And therefore you don't necessarily need to worry about creating plans for all the different options. You actually just have an organisation that can adapt at the time that's required. And at the end of the day, this is what the military do. They could be asked to deal with flood or fire or support to the community. They could also do war fighting, they could do peacekeeping, all sorts of different tasks. They're even involved in helping out with drones at Heathrow. So do they have a plan for every one of those eventualities? No, of course they don't. What they focus on is testing themselves so that they can be responsive and reactive to any given situation, rather than having specific plans. So my advice is to pressure test the organisation, to test how resilient you are, look for the gaps, look for where there are weaknesses in the organisation, whether it be in the supply chain or the contracts or anything else like that, and then that helps you become much more adaptable and much more agile.